this session we are talking about types of drama. Yesterday we talked about different types of tragedy. And today we'll be talking about comedy with the repetition of this thing that like there are too many perspectives on drama. As you are in first semester, I cannot disturb you if you people with research papers on drama and articles. I'm just relying on the basic information so that you do not have much problem understanding. And you will have some sort of basic understanding of it. With the passage of time, you will learn things. As you go ahead in your studies, you will come to know comedies always, you will come to know different tricks played in comedy. This is visible on the screen. You can see that we have the type first for this comedy. You already talked about it, but it's from another perspective. Comedy is an implied, is applied to plays that end in happiness. We talked about it yesterday. During Restoration period, writers wrote comedies criticizing society's people, particularly upper classes, living without moral standards. Those comedies and comedies and Restoration dramatists wrote works based on satirical observation of social behavior, satirical ridiculing something. I
Excuse
think
me, sir.
raise hand, so
Sir,
yes,
ستاسو आवाज کټ کیږي او سلو هم دی سر.
Excuse me, sir. ستاسو د
cannot
आवाज
hear
زموږ
me.
د کلیر نه راځي سر.
Is it? So, I don't know what to do. I'm just surprised what to do. Okay, you may listen to it in the recording. So I was talking of satirical observation, that is ridiculing the flaws and the mistakes of the people, making fun of them in such a way so that they are embarrassed. They do not do, they do not repeat their mistakes again. This type of ridiculing is called satire. There was satirical observation of social behavior. Persuasion comedies are also called comedy of manners. We will talk about they will stay as well. There is nothing especially new for you people recommend few things people are doing. Change the slide. Yes, so now the thing is that as tragedy begins in Greek, similarly comedy also begins in Greek. And Aristotle in his famous book, the Poetics, has called comedy vectors. And vector means presenting in these low common level. And I was talking about dwarfs yesterday. So that this comedy became part of the Dionysian festival. Dionysus is the voice of, sorry, the god of wine, according to Greek mythology. So there used to be a festival in his name, and this comedy became part of that, more prominent in another festival, Linaya, a small winter festival that they have.
Excuse me, sir, your voice is not clear.
I don't know what to do. There might be some signal issue. might be some signally true because I, I have a very good mic and I don't think that there is anything wrong with the mic. Sorry, let me think. Less people than Dionysian, and so playwrights enjoyed more freedom to say what they wanted. Five dramatists competed, and only one play presented at the Iliad. A Greek comedy denounced issues of politics, art, and war. And here, when we were talking of modern problem play yesterday, so this political mistakes and mistakes in art and mistakes in uh, war, they are made fun of. And people would laugh at these things. So, to simplify it, like tragedy, comedy also began with. Then, as we come to English drama, so you will remember that English drama began as religious drama within the church where incidents from the Bible were taken and they were called history. Then in the next stage, drama came out of church and it was transferred to churchyard. And there the miracle plays were being acted upon. And later on, morality plays were made into it. So there could be no chance of comedy within the church and in the churchyard and morality plays because all these things are very serious in nature. Religion is serious. The lives of saints and their incidents, they are serious. And if not serious today, by that time, I mean 15th, 16th century, these matters were really serious. But towards the end of 16th century, I mean 1580, 1590, Shakespeare came and he produced his own kind of comedies, which are referred to with a number of names. They are also called romantic comedies. They are also called pure comedies. They are also called fantasy comedies. So, with different names, Shakespearean comedies are titled. He has written remarkable comedies. Some of them I've read, like uh, Canic of the Shrew is one of them. Merchant of Venice is another of them. And Midsummer Night's Dream, much ado about nothing, and many more that he wrote. They are wonderful comedies. You British honestly read the summaries of these comedies by William Shakespeare. Now, Thoreau Fry is a very wonderful critic of the 20th century, and he has written a great bulky book of criticism in which he has discussed almost all literature that he was writing. So he states that Shakespeare's comedies are the following way. The first characteristic of Shakespeare comedy is that it is set in the rural world, in village side, countryside, meaning that urban and business concerns can be forgotten. And if I give you example, the Tempest is taking place on an island. Uh, who is this Techno Spark? Who? What do you want to say? Who is this Techno Spark? 5 Pro. What do you want to say? You can type a message. I'll read the message if you do not have that. So, the tempest is on an island, and that Midsummer Night Dream is in the forest. Uh, it's in the forest. Time is also forgotten. Time means that century or month is not there. So time is forgotten. There are no clocks. Or even hours, days are not there. Then there is so because عجيبة خبرك وإيمان أنا بيلك information بس إلى وازر زي وصول بيها So time is forgotten. The older destructive generation can be dispensed with in their comedies. You won't find uh, thank you, Mujib. I was really confused by these people. What is happening? There is often gender confusion. Like in most of Shakespeare's plays, there are disguises. Uh, like in Twelfth Night, Viola, who is actually a girl, and she has disguised herself as a boy, Cesario. And there is another thing that was some pretty sure thing.
हेलो सर हेलो सर जी सास आवाज सही राځي सर خو شور پکې ډیر دی سر وس خو پکې سر شور نشته دی خو وس هغه आवाज سلو راځي بس نور وس شور نشته دی Because of this, there are too many disguises. On the 12th night, there is Viola disguised as Cesario. The people are confused whether she is a girl or boy. Similarly, Michael Thomas Cosa dresses herself as a boy and she is an illiterate girl and an illiterate. The mythical and real marriage, specifically, when we move towards uh, Midsummer Night Dream and the concept, we find that there is bonding together as myth and real life. It is a temporary holiday after eternally that happens during family. There is no social hierarchy. Social hierarchy in the sense of the king and the queen and the restaurant. This is called social hierarchy in and though it is there, I don't know why he was including this point and that. everywhere. There is a whole world belonging to older people as parental figures, a green world, a forest, wood, or non-urban environment, a world of freedom but also confusion, and a new world, a world created out of the revolution of the slave, one that has learned from its past mistakes and resolved previous problems. So, world created out of the revolution of the slave is really definitely fantastical, yes, fantastical in the sense that it is nowhere on the globe. The names of the places, like if I refer to uh, Illyria. Illyria is the name of the state in the country, and nice. But Illyria is something they never found anywhere in the history book. Now you need to find your real, this is a time of repetition. I told you about this thing. The challenge is one and family should be larger than life, and that it should be presenting more of life than individual. So it is his own
Excuse me,
family,
sir.
everyone in his human, everyone out of his human. Character represents particular passion. Passion here means, as I told you yesterday, that there are natural inclinations of people, and then there is satire on human folly. I talked about satire earlier as well. I think maybe repeat it. We are raising hands, and I don't know what to do with you people. Then this is another kind of comedy that is called black comedy, and this is uh, William James Long who says this black comedy. Black comedy is a subgenre of both comedy and satire. These types of films usually explore the concept and topics that are considered taboo. Taboo is something that is uh, its expression is prohibited. People don't like it. That is taboo in our society. Black comedy takes topics from situations which are aimed at serious and converts them into comical storylines for the audience to enjoy without taking it. Due to this approach, some audiences know laugh as they feel uncomfortable. Uh, Here I am referring to one thing, a very great comedian of 20th century, something yesterday, very bad he said, you can tell truth to people only by making them laugh. This is what he said. And for this reason, he didn't write any tragedy. He wrote all the comedy. He was making people laugh and made a scene that shows and TV shows where Mercedes and Master the field of contributed to people who criticize people. They are, uh, disgracing their audience in a lot of manner. They are disgraced, but still they love to enjoy their own. Examples like this have done by using things like Fargo, Herald, and Mod, like Comedies and Network, less comedy. Fast, Fast is another kind of comedy, but that is less comedy, characterized by greatly exaggerated characters. Exaggerated means as not about like the most amount of small that is exaggerated. We emphasize how sometimes characters tend to be one dimension, means they are not intelligent and understand this and this. Father things that can have an impact and often follow stereotypical behavior. Stereotypical behavior means that all the people are doing like that. This is called stereotyping. That all people are without thinking that it's something is beneficial for me or something is dangerous for me, harmful for me. But they are just saying that uh, because people are doing these things that we should also do this right. And even thinking about people this way, this is stereotyping that, we are thinking that Punjabis is, coward and they are afraid of Patan and we think to this, this is stereotyping. Farce typically involve mistaken identity. Means people are one way and they are considered to be less physical comedy or comedy and outrageous laugh by them means that one cannot easily understand what is going on. But fun and enjoy situation. Then the last one is burlesque. Burlesque is uh, satirical treatment of usually revered subject matter, which is made ridiculous through use of caricature, self-establishment, to of parody. An example is that, very simple example to you people are giving this example. That, in our culture, uh, also until the previous year or some decade ago, people used to be very prestigious and success and money, and people were very
एक्सक्यूज मी सर 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 आवाज बिल्कुल ना जी
ये समझ गए पता नहीं है
What's आवाज दर्जी?
यस सर वो सही शो
So I was talking of burlesque, in which a serious or respected subject matter it is made fun of. And it can take a different forms like caricaturing, making. Uh, Example is that we have people who are resembling other people, like some people are. I do not remember the name of that program on television, but these political figures, their matches are there. Someone is like Molana, someone is like Imran Khan, someone is like Nawaz Sharif, and they make fun of these respected people. So this is caricaturing such people, like spoof, mock, and parody. They are all that category. In theatrical usage, it originally referred to a play that parodied some contemporary dramatic fashion or event. Means if Shakespeare's play is parodied, so this will become burlesque. Later applied to a body genre of variety entertainment that eventually came to feature striptease as its main attraction. So in late 19th century and now on television, this discussion is all about before the emergence of television, when uh, dramas were performed on the stage in the theater and not. And this televised version has emerged somewhere in 1900 or like that. So we are not talking about this modern thing. We are talking about this older thing. So this is from my side. And now, if you want to ask questions one by one, we have 5 minutes. Yeah. Please,
Excuse me, sir.
सर
one by one, please. Please.
सर ताशिका mo komung tawala sir आवाज na natlon tas sila tol lag uay.
Quick reading of it. First comedy, and most of just one thing is there that the ending is with happiness. There are ringing bells and marriages, and whatever conflict is in it, it is resolved. And then there is this talk about Restoration period writers who criticized the mistakes and follies of uh, people of the society, specifically belonging to the elite class and upper class, and those people who imitated the behavior and manner of the upper class people, although they didn't belong to upper class. Then comedy begins in Greek, like tragedy. There were two festivals. One is Dionysian festival, that is a god, a Greek god, a god of wine, and a festival was arranged in his name. So people used to perform on the stage their comedies. And then there was a seasonal festival which was called Linaya, and uh, only there would be competition. Out of five, only one play would be presented, and the themes would be the mistakes of politics, the mistakes in art, and the mistakes in war. So these things will be made fun of. Then we talked about Shakespearean comedies, Shakespeare's comedies, and Northrop Ray. He has mentioned these characteristics, that how Shakespearean comedies were taking place in timeless world and in forests and on seashore, and old age people are generally respected and they are given a specific prestige, and younger people are under the counseling of older people. Gender confusion is there because of the disguise of the character. There is a blend of myth and reality. Holiday atmosphere is there. So these are the things in Shakespearean comedies. Then comedy of humors, I already talked of this thing, so I shouldn't repeat those things. But satire on human follies, and it is the natural flaws and follies I talked of yesterday as well. Comedy of manners also we talked of it earlier. This form of dramatic genre deals with the intrigues and relations of ladies and gentlemen living in a sophisticated society. So they are actually trying to imitate the elite class people, and in their imitation, they make mistakes. And those mistakes are being highlighted and made fun of. Then we talked about black comedy, which is a subgenre of comedy, and what is happening in it, that those things which are taboo, prohibited, the expression of which is prohibited in the society, they are taken up and they are converted into comical things. Like, I just talk of something. Childbirth is a taboo, and we people do not uh, express childbirth, and how it happened, and how it. But in the Western world, there are pranks made on this thing. That is, childbirth pranks are there. You might have watched some of them. So, and these films mean this modern uh, televised version. Farce is another subcategory in which exaggeration is there, and simpleton type of people are there, stereotypical type of people are there, and their mistaken identities are there, means that people are seeing one way and they turn out to be the other way. And then finally, this burlesque is there, in which sacred people, sacred matters, respectable subject matters are being ridiculed and made fun of. So it can be parody, it can be a lampoon, it can be a caricaturing of some sacred matter or sacred person. And I give you the example of those Jutes channel. There The political figures are being ridiculed and caricatured, so that will be burlesque. Yes, please now, anyone who